everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hurley. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Lewis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Now, you talk about a sideline that was jacked up, exciting for the big punt return. And then, man, he makes the big mistake, puts it on the deck, and the momentum goes shifted right back to the other side.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Let's go. Looking to pass, it's Hurley. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Soto. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Illini. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. The Tigers want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Fires left. He's got it. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Using his legs, it's Davidson.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The quick out. There he goes. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The short hands, it's Soto. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Complete downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Hurley. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On the move and looking deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And I think early in the football game, man, you're figuring out the wind. I think he kind of underestimated that a little bit. Like, throws that football, the wind knocks it down a little bit. The defense takes advantage with some early momentum on that interception.
So here comes the Auburn offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Trying to set up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Auburn!
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Williams. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Great move, now he's got room. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Two of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the 2nd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes the quick grab. Plows through the defense. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old 0 covers, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Auburn lines up quickly. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
To the ground with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Yeah, and they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hurley. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. Powers through the defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Caught over the middle. It's Ferguson. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The give to the left side. And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play. And they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Hurley. That's caught. It's Williams. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. Then touchdown, Tigers. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum. But unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over Nebraska. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Hurley. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He's not afraid to go deep. Another incompletion on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the ground, it's Bird. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. That Auburn offense onto the field again. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Lindsey. Finds his tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Snap it to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Working on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Gets the back moving. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go.
Give me just a second. Got to grab some food real quick at the door.
Time around as the defense rises up.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. To the air. It's Lindsey. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Auburn. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size. I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You could tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to throw it again. Finding open areas. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Makes the catch. It's Lewis. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Power football with the run. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to the toss. Breaks the tackle. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
There he goes. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Sets up the screen. Shakes off the defender. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. Caught in the backfield. It's Bird. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
On the move, it's Bird. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Back to pass, it's Hurley. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Soto. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
It'll be a run on third and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. They'll move the tight end. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Trying play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Under fire. Going for it all. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. Steps out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback